Hey guys, and welcome to MashUp Games. If you didn't know, this channel used to be The MashUp Man, a channel that did vlogs, sketches, gameplay videos, animations, a whole lot of things. All those videos can still be found on this channel, but from now on this channel will focus purely on game development videos. And so, leading this new direction of the channel is a new development series. I often spend a lot of time building prototypes of game mechanics and learning the basics of Unity, or making short games for game jams. But for once I want to make a game from start to finish that wasn't made in a week. A game that will take hours to complete rather than minutes. And so, I'll be starting a series at logs of development I've made on a game I've already made a start on. The game has no name for now, but the project will have the codename Project Dungeon. Project Dungeon is a 2D roguelike game where you traverse procedurally generated dungeons. Roguelike games, for those who don't know, are games like Spelunky where you try to get as far as possible until you die, at which point your progress resets and you start from the beginning. Roguelite games are different. When you die, there is some part of your progress that does remain on your startup, so you don't lose absolutely everything. The idea I have for this game is that you play as an adventurer who traverses dungeons and picks up items and weapons, and when you die, you lose everything that you collected. But when you complete a dungeon, you get to save some things that you collected from that dungeon as a reward. So far I've laid a bit of groundwork for the base game. A very basic level generation has been done, which obviously will need re-evaluating in the future, but for now it does what I want it to do. It generates about 20 rooms, either going left, down or right. The player can move quite easily between these rooms, and the camera fixes to the middle of the room that the player is currently in. The player itself is just a plain black character with a purple scarf, but can be equipped with different clothes and is pretty much fully customizable. I want to do this instead of having a pre-designed character with features, so that the character acts as a blank slate, a profile that people can push their personality onto and make feel as though it's them that they're playing as. The inventory system was pretty much the hardest thing to set up so far. The collectibles can be split into 3 categories: items, weapons and clothes. When players pick up a collectible, it will pop up with a notification and the player can open their inventory to see what they've collected. Descriptions of the collectible will then display when the mouse is hovering over it. Right now the player can't do anything with these collectibles, but the basics are there. And that about covers all I've managed to do so far. To be honest, when I started this project I didn't think much of it. What I would ideally want to make is a game that focuses on a set adventure and story, very linear, and so making a game that generates the content and levels itself didn't seem that appealing to me. And the reason I chose to make this game was because I thought it would be better to, as the first ever complete game I would have made, to start simple and not with one of my passion projects. But after spending a couple of weeks on this, and then thinking about it for a month or so, I started realising something. Just because I wasn't writing my own story or plotting my own adventure, doesn't mean that I couldn't put my love and passion into any game. I started coming up with all these ideas and ways I can make playing this game fun. Roguelite and roguelike games aren't very much the sort of game I would prefer to play, so I started thinking of ways that I could make the game something that I would want to play. So any advice I would give to people who want to make a game is that you shouldn't start with your passion project. Don't use your favourite idea first. Start simple. I intend to do these devlogs once a month, which might end up being twice a month every now and then, but for now I hope you've liked this first look into Project Dungeon. If you want to keep up to date with this progress, then click the subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell to be alerted when I update. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram where I'll try to regularly show my progress. I also hope to stream some of my progress in making this game a bit further down the line, but that is all I have for today. So if you have liked this video, then like and subscribe. This is MashUp Games, signing out.